Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Coming to the next concept, that is importance of directing. Every action is initiated through proper directing only. So the first one is what? Directing helps to initiate action. Where other functions of management what? Prepare setting for action. This directing function initiate action in the organization. See, if a superior guides his worker or subordinate in performing the task and frequently provide some guidelines in performing the task, it may help the worker to achieve the work targets efficiently. So the function of the directing function initiate action in the organization. And the next one is what? Integrates employees' efforts. Every individual's performance is contributes to organizational development, overall organizational development. An individual need to understand as well as he need to intersect his personal interest with the organizational interest to achieve the overall objectives of the management. So to achieve the objectives of the management, he need to intersect his personal interest with the organizational interest. So integrates employees' efforts. Next one is helps to cope up with the changes. Proper directing helps to introduce new changes in the organization. That is what needed changes in the organization. Usually or generally people have the tendency to resist some changes, but if a manager properly explains the purpose why we are introducing some changes by proper communication, then it may help the workers to accept some changes. For example, if a manager wants to introduce new accounting system in his organization, initially accounting staffs may resist such changes. But if a manager explains properly by proper motivation, then other workers may accept such changes. If the manager ready to provide such some additional rewards for such changes to the workers, then as well as if the manager gives proper training to adopt such changes, then people or workers may accept such changes. So it helps to cope up with the changes. Okay. The next one is what? Brings stability. Stability in the organization is very important because each and every individual need to work with the group, right? So when we are in a group, we need to build some cooperation, coordination among each different departments. So this stability helps the management to achieve the objectives efficiently. So this proper directing, directing techniques helps the manager to build cooperation among the individual. So it helps to bring stability within the organization. So directing helps to initiate action, integrates employees' efforts, okay, by intersect with the personal interest with the organization interest, as well as it helps to cope up with the changes. Every organization need to adopt some changes to survive for the survival purpose. Okay, so it helps, proper directing helps to introduce some changes in the organization as well as bring stability, cooperation, coordination within each departments of the organization. The next concept is principles of directing. See, in the organization, manager need to manage the need to manage a group. Okay, in a group there are different individuals have different expectation, different behaviors. So it is a complicated process managing the group or managing the different individual with the different expectation, and this is a complicated process. That's why we are saying that what directing is a complicated process. But if the manager follows some principles of directing, It helps the manager or superior to effectively handle all the situations within the organization. So the first one is what? Maximum individual contribution. Maximum individual contribution in the sense what? A manager or superior should motivate the individuals to contribute their complete effort for the success of organization's objectives. Okay, so how a manager can motivate? By giving proper motivational techniques. It may be the monetary rewards or non-monetary rewards, but he should motivate the individuals to contribute their complete effort for the achievement of organizational goals. So proper directing techniques help the management as well as help the individual to contribute his complete effort for the achievement of organizational goal. Harmony objectives. Harmony objectives in the sense what? See, people have the each superiors as well as subordinates need to communicate properly. So individual objectives may be workers objectives or workers interest may be to receive the attractive salary, as well as management think that workers should provide their best, as well as they should improve their performance, they should contribute to the achievement of organizational goals and all. So harmony objectives here, we find that what? Individual interests as well as organizational interests are complementary to each other. For example, workers may think that attractive salary is very important to fulfill his personal needs, but whereas management think that what? Management think that employees should improve their performance to receive some higher profit within the organization. So proper directing techniques provides the management by convincing each other's personal interest. So it helps the management by convincing that what? Employee rewards as well as work efficiency are complementary to each other. So harmony objectives. Next, unity of command. Unity of command, according to this principle, what? One subordinate can receive the instruction from only one superior. If there are number of superiors are giving continuous direction to one particular individual, then it may create some confusion among the individuals or subordinates. So according to this principle, what? One subordinate can receive the instruction by only one superior. That is what? Unity of command. The next one is appropriateness of direction technique. See, to motivate, in the context of management, the motivation technique is very important. Motivating the subordinates to perform their best of their ability, to perform best. Okay, so there are number of motivation techniques are there in that. Monetary techniques, non-monetary techniques. For example, Mr. A is think that attractive salary is only the powerful motivator, as well as some other employees may think that what? Recognition or promotion in the organization is a powerful motivation technique. So by understanding their interest, manager need to select the appropriate techniques to motivate each and every individual. Then managerial communication. See, in the organization, proper communication is very important. Proper communication in the sense what? There is a good relationship between superior and subordinate. If superior gives proper direction, proper instruction to subordinate, then only it's considered as what? A good communication system. This good communication system helps the workers or subordinates to achieve the work targets or to achieve the assigned task efficiently. Manager gives proper direction, proper instructions, so individuals or subordinate can complete his task efficiently. Use of informal organization. Usually large organizations are following formal organization structure. They are following proper management hierarchy system, but every manager should think that what a friendly environment is very important within the organization. See, if the manager directly communicates with subordinates and he motivates the individual properly, then an individual think that what I should improve my performance like that. So, within the organization, manager should think that what within the formal organization there should exist, there should create what informal organization. See, formal organization structure in the sense what strictly following the hierarchical management, hierarchical system, like board of directors, then comes superior managers, subordinates. But informal organization in the sense what managers can directly communicate with the supervisory level workers. So, use of informal organization is also very important for the achievement of organization, moreover to motivate the subordinates. Then leadership. Leadership in the sense what? See, in the organization, already I told that what in a large organization, individuals need to work with the group. Then when we are in a work, there must be a leader to monitor the group, right? So a good leader only can realize the workers' efficiency properly. Correctly he can analyze, he can realize their workers' efficiency. So by proper motivation techniques, by using proper motivation techniques, he can build or he can create or he can motivate the workers effectively by identifying their efficiency or their performance. So leadership is also very important in the organization. So follow through, follow up the action, follow up whether the assigned task which is assigned by the top level management or superior, whether the workers are working properly or not. Just giving the order is not enough. Giving the order is not enough. He should regularly monitor their activity, regularly analyze their work. Okay. After that, he should give a proper feedback to them. So it is a continuous process. So proper follow-up is also very important. So if a manager is followed all these principles, then organization can achieve the work targets as well as organizational goals.